Hi, my name is Wendy Myers. I'm a health and nutrition coach. Today I want to talk to you about how to reduce your exposure to cancer-causing agents. Hi, my name is Wendy Myers. I'm a health and nutrition coach in Los Angeles, California. Today I want to talk to you about how to reduce your exposure to cancer-causing agents. Chemicals today have replaced bacteria and viruses as the main threat to human health. And so this is no surprise since we have 100,000 different industrial chemicals that we're exposed to in our environment that 50% of men and 1/3 of women get cancer. So it's prudent to figure out what you can do, what you have control over to avoid getting cancer. There's a lot of measures that you can take. The very first and most important one is eat organic food. Conventional foods are just loaded with pesticides and fungicides and herbicides, the majority of which are known human carcinogens. So it's really important to either grow your own vegetables or get organic vegetables, preferably locally grown. The second thing that you can do is to drink only spring water or to filter your water. Typical tap water has, even if you're filtering with a Brita filter, it's really not enough because tap water has hundreds of chemicals. It even contains medications that people are urinating out into the toilet. It contains heart medications and antidepressants, and any kind of medication that you can imagine. These are not tested for in municipal water sources, and they are not filtered for. Additionally, they contain all kinds of parasites and bacteria, and not to mention they contain chlorine and fluoride. Fluoride is an absolute known human carcinogen and absolutely blocks your thyroid, and it's one of the contributors to obesity. Because pretty much every municipal water source in the U.S. has added fluoride to their water. Number three, one thing you can do is you want to remove your mercury fillings. Mercury is very, very toxic to the human body. It contributes to neurological disease and all kinds of problems. It contributes to autoimmune diseases and candida infections. People whose candida infections are resistant to treatment, it can be attributable to their mercury fillings. So it's very important. Every time you bite down, it's releasing mercury vapors. It's inorganic mercury. So they need to be removed and replaced with different composites. One of the four things you want to do is use a natural deodorant. Regular deodorants contain aluminum, which you absorb through your skin, and aluminum loves to reside in your brain, where it could eventually contribute to Alzheimer's and other dementia. Number five, you want to use natural toothpaste. Toothpaste, pretty much all of them contain fluoride, and as I mentioned before, fluoride is a known carcinogen. It contributes to so many health problems, including osteoporosis. It demineralizes your bones, so there's just no reason to use fluoride. It absolutely is shown to not prevent cavities, and it's really just a way for businesses to make money. They've paid off governments to make sure that they have to use fluoride and use this actually a toxic waste material, and they paid off governments to put it into the water. So definitely get fluoride-free natural toothpaste. The sixth thing you can do is you want to use organic bath products. You do not want to be using any kind of product you buy at Target or Rite Aid or CVS or Walgreens or any major retailer. All of these contain toxic, carcinogenic, hormone-disrupting ingredients like phthalates, fragrance, which contains phthalates and can be hundreds of different chemicals, protected under, it protects companies. They're like secret ingredients. They can put that under the name fragrance. The products also contain parabens and all kinds of other synthetic chemicals that you do not want to be absorbing into your skin. So the only way to avoid them is to use organic ingredients or natural products that don't contain toxic known carcinogens and hormone disruptors. One of the 7 things you can do is you want to use natural home cleaners. Your home cleaners should be composed of, very simply, lemon juice, baking soda, and water, and vinegar. And you really don't need anything else from that. There's lots of videos online that tell you how to make your own cleaners and how to clean things naturally. Because our bodies were not our bodies were meant to handle germs. A lot of people get fanatical about cleaning germs from their environment, but it's kind of irrational. It's not possible. Humans were evolved to live with germs and bacteria and parasites, so it's just really not prudent to try to de-germ your home, because what you're doing is you're actually putting hundreds of chemicals, really toxic carcinogenic chemicals, all over surrounding your home, and you're touching it and you're breathing it in, and your body was not adept. It's not meant to metabolize all these chemicals, so they just absorb into your skin, through your lungs, and create toxicity in your body. You just do not want to be contributing to your toxic burden by using all these toxic cleaners. It's just not worth it. Number 8, you want to use a natural laundry detergent. Detergents are very heavily perfumed. They have a fragrance in them, and fragrances contain phthalates and can contain hundreds of toxic ingredients that do not have to be on the label. It's not legally required for them to put these ingredients on the label, and they're just really, really nasty stuff, especially the dryer sheets that people use. So you want to get a natural laundry detergent. I love Charlie's soap. It does such a great job of getting a lot of these natural detergents actually don't work so well. They don't get the smell out of your clothes, but Charlie's soap does. You can find it on Amazon. It's fantastic. Number 9, you don't want to use a microwave. Microwaves, while they do heat up food, they create free radicals in the food, so that when you eat it, these free radicals damage the inside of your body. There have been lots of studies done in Switzerland and Russia and other places. They're actually, from what I understand, at the time that I wrote the article about microwaves, it was that they're actually not allowed in Russia. They're not allowed for purchase in Russia, though they may be, I'm not sure. But there's a lot of countries that are very concerned about microwave use, but here in America we use them constantly. So it's just really not advisable. It's not worth the risk. People that use microwaves on a regular basis do have more disease. They can actually be more susceptible to blood diseases and things of that nature. So just heat up your food the old-fashioned way. And just, I don't know if you've noticed, but when you microwave food, it's really kind of hot in one area and cold in others, and really, really hard and tough and edible in some spaces. It's just, I've always kind of just had an intuitive sense that it's just not the right way to be eating. It's not a good way to be heating up your food. Number 10, you want to do smart cell phone use. You definitely want to turn off your cell phone at night if you're not using it. When you're sleeping, you want to have it definitely like 1 to even 3 bedrooms away from you if it is on. You want it away from your body, because it does change your brain waves when you're sleeping. And studies have shown that it does contribute to brain tumors. People develop brain tumors that are like right where they're holding their cell phone, and they also get in their salivary glands and their face. So you just want to be sure and use smart cell phone use. Use a headset whenever possible. Number 11, you want to use natural cosmetics. When women that use cosmetics are absorbing 5 pounds of chemicals into their body every year, and when you absorb things through your skin, they just directly go to your internal organs and create toxicity, because when you absorb things through your mouth, you intake things through your mouth, your body and digestive system break it down to a certain degree so that you can metabolize it out of your body, but you don't get that benefit, and toxins are actually 10 times more toxic when you absorb them through your skin. So you definitely do not want to be using a lot of the toxic ingredients that I list on my blog post, reducing your exposure to cancer-causing agents. I have a list of all these toxins that I'm talking about and how you want to avoid them. Number 12, I advise avoiding medications whenever possible. Medications contain a lot of toxic ingredients. For instance, Prozac contains fluoride, which blocks your iodine from getting into your thyroid. It blocks, your thyroid hormone from getting into your cells, and it's just really nasty stuff. There's so many examples that I could cite. Not to mention, most pills have artificial coloring in them, which is from China, which contains heavy metals. These are made from coal tars, and there's just all kinds of nasty stuff in them. But don't get me wrong, medications absolutely save lives. For some situations, people absolutely have to take them. I take them if I have to. But I generally advise, unless you absolutely have to avoid medications. 100,000 people die every year from taking their medications correctly, and another million are hospitalized for non-fatal reactions. So we're definitely a pill popping society. We go to our doctor, we want a pill for every ailment, we want it cured and taken care of. But medications are typically, they just cover up the symptoms, they don't address the actual cause typically of your illness. So you're better off finding a natural cure, and that's exactly why I've created Live to 110, to educate people on how to treat their health and their illnesses with natural cures without having to use surgery and medications. So definitely it's time more than ever to take responsibility for your health. Your doctor is more than likely not going to save you. Even no matter what advice he gives you, I beg you to research it and research any suggestions he makes for medications or surgeries and find out if it's right for you. So thank you so much for listening, and have a great day.